Alrighty guys, welcome back to another exciting episode of Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy here on Tortimer the Grey Gaming. If you guys do not recall, last episode we started this game, this is just episode 2, and we went through a little bit of an intro period where we learned that Daxter, our little orange friend on our shoulder here, has been by the properties of Dark Eco, and Eco is basically sources of power in this world. We have green eco, dark eco, blue eco, I believe, are the ones that we've been introduced so far to. And essentially what we are on a journey to go find the dark eco sage Gol Agathon, I don't know, Gol, and he is going to give us, hopefully be able to change Daxter back. But today we are in our home village, and we are collecting all the separate little items that we need to. We've got scout flies here, we're also looking for precursor orbs and power cells, and we're going to talk to this gentleman.
Don't tell me that you two have problems as well. First I hear of monster sightings near the village, and now this. See them? See them? See how they're not moving? That means our village has no power. The eco beam coming from the jungle temple has been interrupted. Boys, everyone's too frightened to go out and find out what's happened.
Did you pay the bill?
Yeah. Oh, you're funny. Now look, if you two fix the eco beam, I'll give you a power cell. Oh, and another thing, if by any chance you're interested in making a contribution to my re-election campaign, I might be able to get another power cell. The contribution is a very modest 90 precursor orbs.
Alright, so this guy wants us to bribe him in order to get a power cell from him. Now, if I remember, now where's my HUD? How do I, there it is. Alright, so we only have 50 precursor orbs at the moment, so we can't really make a contribution to his campaign in exchange for a power cell, but we will at some point. Now, as I mentioned, as we saw last episode, each section of this game in this little fun platformer is broken up into different areas. So we were in Geyser Rock last episode. That was kind of the tutorial-y little area where we got the power cells and the precursor orbs and everything that we have now. Then we are in Sandover Village, and we're going to try and do one of these areas per episode sort of deal. I don't know if that's going to be perfectly possible, because like with that guy, with the mayor, his particular quest is something that we're going to have to go to another area to complete. So some of these, there might be some overlap and things like that, but my overall goal is going to be to more or less try and do an area per episode. And we'll see how that goes. I mean, I'm not going to, like, cut the series short or cut things out of the series in order to make that happen, but that's kind of my goal at the start here. But yeah, we've got a couple of more villagers we can talk to here, so let's jump in here and we'll talk to this this gentleman.
Well, hello there, my dear boy. You've caught me at a most inopportune moment. I was to set off on my journeys yesterday, but I seem to be a spot short on the old precursor orbs. I would have pledged my word that I had 90 of them, but I gather that your young friend, you know, the little annoying, miserably ugly one, sort of a spot of fun. Anyway, would you be kind enough to loan your dear old uncle 90 precursor orbs so he can get underway? I would offer you a power cell in return.
So nobody's got precursor orbs, but everybody's got power cells. So we're going to be having to gather up a bunch of precursor orbs in order to... Whoa! So what I wanted to do, trying to get the information back. There it is. Okay, so there we go. All right. Okay, so we'll talk to this gentleman as well.
Little furry dude! Oh, I thought for a moment you were my muse.
Your what?
Haven't you ever seen a muse before? It's a little glowing squirrel about your size, full of spunk, and crazy as a lark.
Oh, I get it. Like a sidekick.
As a matter of fact, without my muse, I just can't sculpt. But with her around, I see beauty in everything, you know? Right now, I couldn't chisel my way out of a box. I think she ran away to that misty island. Oh, I just hope she's all right. It's worth a power cell if you bring her back to me.
Wait a minute. We are not going back to Misty Island. Are we?
So yeah, a lot of these quests are going to take us away from the Sandover village, but we'll go, and we've got to go to those other places eventually anyway, and so we'll be able to do stuff, bring those back once we're completed. Now, I believe I hear a scout fly. Where is it? Is it down here? Yes! Haha! There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright, so we'll head back up. There is another whole section to this little village, and then we have to go... Also, Samos mentioned to us last episode that he had like some eco-collectors and things like that out down the beach, which we can go to, and I don't remember exactly... Oop. Oop, okay, no, we're safe. Okay, so I see the yak cows over there. Okay, so now here we are. Here's where I want to be. This was the section I was looking for. Alright, so we've got then this farmer who's part of the village. I guess there's no, like, clear set way. I guess we come down over there. Anyway, got this farmer here who's also part of our village. We'll be able to get some stuff from him.
Gotta milk those yak cows. Oh, it's you. Oh, just resting my tired bones. I've been trying to get those ornery yak cows back into the pen all day. Some strange creatures tried to steal them earlier. You think you could help an old man and try to get them back into the corral?
From one old timer to another, absolutely, sir. We'll get this taken care of for you. So we've got to get these yak cows back in. We'll gather up these precursor orbs while we're here. Boom. Get all these collected because we need these to buy power cells from the rest of the villagers, essentially. Now this is going to be the Fire Canyon. We're going to have to come back here eventually, but if you guys all remember last episode from our little talk with Kira, we're actually gathering all these power cells in order to power the shields on a Zoomer, a vehicle that she has designed. And the heat shields will be what keeps us safe flying over the Fire Canyon because it's kind of made of, you know, molten lava and things like that. So that's what the power cells are being used for, so we can open up new sections of the map. Now, gotta corral these yak cows. And I think you just give them a couple taps or you kind of follow them and things like that, and they kind of make their way into the pen there. There we go. Perfect. Alright. Where's the other one? Here he is. But yeah, I hope you guys are... Oh, see, I don't even have to hit them. It's like Firefly. They work just as well as if you lead them. I like smacking them. Alright, hope you guys are enjoying this series so far. We haven't really gotten quite fully into everything yet, so if things feeling a little slow, that's probably why we did just tutorial-y stuff last episode, and then, you know, getting just started here. Oh, hey, buddy! Fuzzball just wandered under my desk. And just getting some, you know, the beginning kind of stuff going here today, you know, things pick up for sure, but, I don't know. I love this game so much. I'm having fun, so I hope you guys are too. It's been years. It's been at least 2 or 3 years since I picked up these games, and so yeah, it's awesome to finally get back into them. I'm excited that I can play it, and excited that you guys, those few of you guys who are watching, we didn't really get very good views last week. Hopefully, I can find some way to bring more people in and sharing the experience with us. But we're going to be playing through the trilogy, even if it just is us, you know, 20, I think there was like 25 views on last week's episode the last time I checked. Like, it's not very good, but, yeah, it'll be fine. Come on, yak cow. I know. Into the pen.
That lazy.
There we go, we got him.
Power cell. Let's go talk to him.
Yes, he does. Alright.
Jumbo. Ah, well done, my boy. You actually got those flea bags back into the pen. Now I can sleep in peace. Take this power cell for your trouble.
Thanks, old timer. Alright, so we've got that down. We've got 5 power cells total. Now, we've got to come over here because I got to show this to you guys. This is another thing that we'll be using throughout the course of the series, actually. Honestly, I know they're at least in the first 2.
Wow. Stop just sitting on a rock.
But I can't remember fully if it's in the third one. Each game is pretty vastly different in terms of like setting and things like that. So it's hard for me to really remember. Nope, that didn't work. We got to drop down and then make the jump. Can't jump from up there. All right, here we are. All right, so these guys over here, Daxter made mention of them. Ooh, okay, so that almost didn't work. We do have a longer jump, but you don't have as much control of that. You're more likely to overshoot than anything, I guess, but okay, so here we go. There we go. That's the one. All right, so we got a scout fly. Oh, wait, we only have one more scout fly in this area. Let's talk to this guy.
Awakens the oracle. Wait, one of you has the light within. From before time, I have watched and waited for the true hero to return. Present to me 120 precursor orbs for each power cell I contain.
So lots of precursor orbs, 120 for each of these, but this is another one of those precursor artifacts that was left behind, and he made some ominous mention to the hero of old in the light within. So we'll have to remember that as we go forward here. But now we see some precursor orbs lying over here. Now I can't remember. I don't believe these are part. I think these lead out to the jungle that the mayor talked about. Out in the Forbidden Jungle is up this way, which we will be doing next episode. So let's take a look, and we've probably unlocked it. So bring 90 orbs to the mayor. Bring 90 orbs to your uncle. Herd the yak cows into their pens. We got that one. Bring 120 orbs to the oracle. 120 orbs to the oracle, and then free 7 scout flies. Hold on. I hate that. Okay, so mayor, uncle, pen, oracle. Huh, it doesn't include the sculptor on there. Interesting. Alright, so let's head... I want to just kind of unlock the Forbidden Jungle. No, it's not going to unlock. That's okay. That's alright. Alright, so we're going to head back. So if we go back to the main village we saw up that beach or whatever I made mention of Samos needing us to unlock his eco collector. So we'll head that way because I think that's more of the Sandover village area. Although, no, that's going to be its own place too, isn't it? Because there's lots of precursor orbs out there, but anyway, this will be fine. Alright, so let's see. Press O to talk. Oh, there she is. Yep, we need to talk to her.
Oh my, what a horribly sick little bird.
You don't look so good yourself, lady.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were a spotted orange-bellied rainfree. You know, yesterday I saw some terribly vicious creatures capture a mother flut-flut near the beach. Now there's this poor little orphan egg sitting in a nest at the top of the cliff, and I can't get to it. If you could climb up there and push it off, I've piled some hay down at the base to catch it safely. Do it.
Man, it's a big egg.
And I'll give you a power cell.
Alright, so there we go. So that, we did need that quest. And now we're going to head out, yes, this way. This may be a different section than Sandover Village, but as you guys see, many of the sections here are not necessarily... Yeah, Sentinel Beach, so that's another one there. So we will be doing Sentinel Beach before we head to the Forbidden Jungle. So if that ends up being one that we can't complete, if we don't complete it this episode, then we'll double back. But that is reminding me now, so we have 6 scout flies from Sandover Village, and today we are doing Sandover Village. I want to do as much of that as we can. So let's double back here, because we need to find the final scout fly. Now we found one in the mayor's house, we found one down there. Let's head back. Let's head up here. Let's see if there's one up by Samos's hut. Because I'd like to, if you know, again, focusing on Sandover Village this episode, want to be able to, you know, if there are ones that we can actually complete, want to go ahead and do that.
matey. What do you say you and I go cruising on this A-Grab Zoomer?
Rule number 1, I don't date animals.
Ah, you don't know what you're missing.
Listen, if you need something to keep you busy, my father always talked about an ancient precursor pipeline hidden deep underground. Some of these pipes end in vents from which eco flows freely, and some have been capped off so that the eco is sealed back. There must be a way to turn the capped vents on. I traced part of the pipeline back to the Forbidden Temple. Maybe you should look there for some type of switch.
There we go, opening up more quests for later. That's Kira, Samos's daughter. Can't you see the family resemblance? She must get her looks from her mother. Let's talk to Samos, see what he's got to say.
Brave adventurers you two are. Back already and without clearing my blocked eco-harvesters. They're on the far side of the boys. Now, get moving!
Sorry, Samos. Alright, so I don't see any scout flies up here. Let's go head back out into the village and double check there. Oh gosh, okay. There is what is known as... Now, we haven't really encountered a whole lot of them yet, but some of the bad guys that we're going to see later are called lurkers. And there is a lurker...
Like that lurker shark took out of the fisherman's boat? We best stay way clear of them. I don't think we can tackle a creature that dag nasty.
Yeah, so there we go. Daxter kind of preempting me there a little bit. Sorry, I thought I heard a scout fly there for a second.
I heard he was in the jungle fishing by the lower river.
Yeah, so no scout flies over here. We'll need the fisherman's boat to get to Misty Island, so we've got to do the Forbidden Jungle, obviously, before then. But yeah, so there's like lurker sharks. If you go out too far into the water, you'll just get eaten by the lurker shark. So you can't do like full sandbox exploration because you'll just end up dead. But, alright, so... Let's see, let's go up this way.
What a weird looking
Okay, here we go.
bit.
This isn't going to get us a scout fly, I don't think, but if we get this eco... oh. That was bad timing. Alright, so if we get this eco and I can get the camera figured out well enough to get back over to the other platform, being charged with the ecos we saw last episode will open up... Oh, wait, it's actually still open. So I was close enough, I guess. So it'll open up these little canisters. And so we got that. Okay. Alright, so we do have enough orbs for a power cell. So let's head back and knock out... Let's see, we'll knock out... She wants us to do the flat. We'll do our uncle. Knock him out here. Where are you? There he is, old chap.
I see you two are back to make the trade. Good, jolly good. You have the precursor orbs that we agreed on. I hope you put this hard-earned power cell to good use. Cheerio, ta-ta, bye-bye.
Cheerio. Alright, so there we go. Another power cell there. Alright, so still on the search for that last scout fly. Alright, so orbs to the mare, orbs to the oracle, and then scout fly. Okay. We need just one more. Let's head over here. I cannot remember where this guy... No, because we already came down here. So hopefully we don't get eaten being out this far. Checking around the edges, seeing if anything's maybe hidden out of sight. Nope, because this is where the fisherman's boat was. Alright, so I'm guessing that probably the Muse quest is going to end up on the Misty Island docket because it's not here. It's not here, so to imagine... Okay, so I'm going to guess we've got to come this way. I used to know where all of this stuff was and could just find it all. No trouble at all. But, let's Today is not that. Oh, there it is. It's in the farmer's hut. Darn it. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Boom, and then another power cell there. Fantastic. Beautiful. All right. Perfect. I think that's probably all the power orbs we're going to get today. We're not going to get 90 more orbs today. We're not going to get 104. We're not going to get 140 more orbs or 240 more orbs for sure.
Flies in this area.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. So I think that might be it for today. I said I want to kind of do a section per episode, and we did end up getting all of the stuff for today. End up getting, this episode going just fine. I think we're at about 20 minutes or so, so I think we'll call that good. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're going to be venturing off into Sentinel Beach. Yeah, Sentinel Beach next episode. We got to unblock the eco harvesters. We got to push the flut egg off the cliff. Find out the rest of the scout flies and many, many more. So make sure to check back then, and we will continue our adventure into the further reaches of this exciting and colorful world of Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. Alrighty, guys, thank you so much for watching. I've been Tortoise Great, and you guys have been great. Make sure to leave those likes, comments, subscriptions for me, guys, and I'll see y'all back here next time. Alrighty, guys, have a good one.